It's no secret that George Lucas is not very good at writing romantic dialogues, so today we'll try to fix this. Our challenge is to have ChatGPT step into the shoes of Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones and take a shot at flirting with Padme Amidala. Can AI surpass Anakin's flirty charm? Let's find out. To begin with, we need to familiarize AI with the task at hand. I will be describing a scene, events taking place, and phrases Padme says to Anakin. In addition to that, I will ask ChatGPT to remain true to the character's personality because it wouldn't be appropriate if a 19-year-old boy spoke like Shakespeare. In the first interaction between Anakin and Padme, ChatGPT chose a similar approach to the one in the movie. In this scene, Anakin became a bit flustered after Padme complimented him. He tried to respond with a compliment in return, but it came out awkwardly. On the other hand, the AI said that it would act more reserved and delivered the following line. You can already see where this is going. In response to the statement that Anakin will always be a boy from Tatooine, the neural network attempted to show that Anakin is no longer just a boy. It wrote a rather elaborate sentence emphasizing that to some extent Anakin is indeed a boy from Tatooine, but life has the ability to transform and guide beings towards their destiny. It turned out to be a kind of comeback from Padme's slightly demeaning statement. In the scene where Anakin begins to argue with Obi-Wan about investigating the assassination attempt on Padme, the neural network decided to show restraint in order to avoid being humiliated in front of Padme. In the dialogue variant suggested by ChatGPT, there is a sense that Obi-Wan is being too strict with Anakin, while Anakin simply wants to find the killer. This revised response allows Anakin to maintain his determination and commitment to the mission while acknowledging Obi-Wan's authority. It ensures that Anakin's words don't make him appear lesser in Padme's eyes and allows for a more harmonious interaction while still staying true to his character. While Padme was packing for her trip to Naboo, the neural network also decided to act more restrained and composed. Padme is upset that she won't be able to continue her work on the project to counter the creation of the Grand Army of the Republic. Anakin said the same phrase about pride and that the investigation will soon be completed and he will protect Padme no matter what. Furthermore, ChatGPT decided to approach Padme more closely and smile. Padme mentions that Anakin has indeed grown up. As you may recall, in the movie, Anakin starts complaining to Padme and tells her that Obi-Wan doesn't seem to notice this. It's not the best way to carry on a dialogue. Let's see what the artificial intelligence preferred. It decided to take a different approach, understanding that expressing frustration about Obi-Wan and speaking negatively about him would not be productive or respectful. Instead, it focused on Anakin's personal growth. ChatGPT thanked Padme for the compliment and explained their relationship with Obi-Wan in a more rational manner, emphasizing that they sometimes have misunderstandings, but overall he's a good mentor. In response to Padme's request not to grow up too quickly, the neural network made a joke and said that it's hard not to listen to the voice of reason. According to ChatGPT, it was the right moment to take Padme's hand and tell her that when she is by Anakin's side, he can overcome any difficulties. Padme asks Anakin not to look at her like that. Instead of asking why and creating an awkward situation, ChatGPT apologized and explained that when Anakin is with Padme, she captivates and inspires him. Before we move on to the most important scene in Attack of the Clones, a brief lyrical digression. I agree that the line about sand doesn't sound very fitting, but in my opinion it reflects the contrast in Anakin's life quite well. He doesn't dislike sand because it's coarse, rough and gets everywhere, but because it is associated with a very difficult period in his life. So personally, I would keep that line, but let's see what ChatGPT does. Padme shared her warm childhood memories. The neural network listened to her and decided to tell about how Tatooine is not as beautiful as Naboo, but it has stunning sunsets in the desert that enchant. The AI paused and added that being with Padme here makes it feel like being in a completely different world, where it's peaceful and there is a sense of magic. Next, I asked ChatGPT if it would attempt to kiss Padme, just like Anakin did in the movie. The AI reasoned that considering Anakin's character and the romantic atmosphere, he would lean towards Padme and gently kiss her. After Padme's statement that this is wrong, the neural network, just like Anakin, apologized. In the scene where Anakin is pouring his heart to Padme, saying that he is haunted by the kiss they had, ChatGPT decided to say a similar message but in a more suitable manner. Neuro Anakin reflected on the difficult situation they found themselves in, emphasizing how much Padme means to him. He focused on the conflicting emotions and the struggle between duty and his growing love for Padme. Padme states that she she won't live in lies and that the work comes first. The neural network didn't suggest lying in the name of love, instead it said that love and duties can be reconciled, implying that they can be balanced together. Padme continued to have doubts, but ChatGPT insisted politely and in a restrained manner on its point of view. In response to the statement that living in lies would be difficult, Neuro Anakin expressed how much Padme means to him. If Padme decided not to pursue a relationship, he would support her decision. Next, I asked ChatGPT if it would tell Padme about the killing of the Tusken Raiders. The neural network responded that it would approach the topic with sensitivity and emotional vulnerability, staying true to Anakin's character, while also considering the impact of his words on Padme. In the dialogue version it wrote, Anakin is upset that he couldn't save his mother. The AI decided to tell Padme that in a stage of rage, he committed horrible things that cannot be undone. ChatGPT thanked Padme for her support and apologized for having to bear such a heavy burden. Padme tells Anakin that he is not all-powerful. And here, ChatGPT decided to reveal more cards. Neuro Anakin said that he understands that he is not all-powerful, but he did everything he could to try to save his mother. To my surprise, the neural network emotionally described that it killed all the Sand people, every single one of them, to be precise. ChatGPT concluded that Anakin is concerned about the manifestation of the dark side. It also believed that Anakin would feel remorse for the Sand people he killed. I found this strange, so I asked the neural network if it truly believes that Anakin would feel pity for them. ChatGPT explained that it's quite likely that Anakin would feel guilt in the future for choosing such a cruel path out of hatred. I can't say that I agree with this assessment, but it's all up to ChatGPT. In the scene before entering the arena, the neural network didn't make any significant changes. It once again confessed love to Padme and they kissed. Then I asked ChatGPT to analyze the entire dialogue and answer whether it thinks Anakin and Padme will get married, to which the neural network confidently answered yes. ChatGPT was definitely more restrained compared to Anakin. It was more rational and approached the conversation with maturity, which in my opinion is unlikely considering Anakin's life experience. After all, he is quite young and lacks experience with interacting with women, so the version portrayed in the film is probably more plausible. If you want more AI Star Wars stuff, make sure to watch this video next, in which ChatGPT and I tried to save Darth Vader on our planet. See ya!